Hello and welcome to Storm's LOL-CA Guide to Campgrounds Compendium. Campground is one of my favourite maps ever. Hopefully this guide can help you maximise your understanding of what good team play is and to enhance your personal skills. Here is an overview of what I'm planning to cover in this guide. I'm going to try and talk about team play dynamics with some gameplay analysis as well. I'll also try and show you how your personal choices affect the outcome of matches. The strongest defensive positions on this map are the bridge area and the rail area. The reason why is because they have a height advantage over the rest of the map and have good cover for defense while not limiting your offensive attack possibilities. These positions ideally are where you want your team to take control of. The rail area is especially important as it is your team's frontline defense against the enemy. Also, if the bridge is under contention, you should always place your best railer in that position to support your team's efforts most efficiently. The rocket launcher area is vitally important because the team that holds this position has the upper hand when making offensive attacks into enemy positions. If you have control of the bridge, you need to secure this position as soon as possible, and in reverse, if you don't have control of the bridge, this also applies. The pillars area is the strongest defensive position on the map, but don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Falling back to pillars should be your very last resort. If you don't control bridge, then you need to fight for the rail area and the rocket launcher quad area in order to diminish your enemy's position. Here is the order in which your team should place positional importance upon. Number 1 being bridge, then rail, then rocket launcher, then mid-quad rail area, and finally pillars. If your team has a good position on bridge, a combination of rocket launcher and lightning gun are the strongest options. Here's an example.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Wins the round.
And of course, having a strong railer makes a massive difference. Notice how I don't show my position to the bridge until the very last moment. This stops enemy counterattacks.
3, 2, 1. Fight. Impressive.
Here is a similar example, but remember earlier when I said I don't show my position at rail until the very last moment?
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
This is why, because he's shown himself, I'll rocket jump over to stop him from railing my team. Notice I will plan to use my rocket splash radius to hurt the enemies in the process, then immediately after I will rocket jump back to continue helping my team. Now what's this plonker been doing all of this time? Let's find out, shall we?
Hey, what happened?
Yeah, try not to be that guy. Here is an example of another bridge attack where team play was lacking.
3.
Now watch this guy in particular. For a start, he's very reluctant to come in, then he quickly runs back into rocket launcher rather than help his team.
2, 1.
Now who's this last minute hero? He just arrived behind the guy who ran away. Let's see how effective his late arrival is. The ironic thing is, he probably wouldn't have died if he was at the bridge at the start. As soon as your team has a dominant position on bridge, you need to secure forward offensive positions immediately. Here's an example of attacking rail with your team.
3, 2, 1. Impressive. Headshot.
Here is an example of why it's important to leave at least one team member on bridge.
3, 2, 1, fight.
As you can see, we all moved out too quickly and the enemy was able to attack us from behind. If you don't have bridge, assuming you have secured rail and rocket launcher, here is an example of bombarding bridge with rockets while your railers snipe them from the mid areas.
Wins the round.
Here is a very strong position for sniping bridge.
Impressive. Wins the round. Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, my team has totally chickened out and actually blocked me from entering the bridge. The best thing I can do now is take up position at rail. Quick positioning decisions really make the difference between winning or losing a round. Using a speed rocket jump can make you a very difficult target to hit. Faking your intentions can trick your opponents too. Here, I pretend to fall down then rocket jump straight back up to lure my enemy in.
Impressive.
Here's another example of using speed to your advantage.
2 rails. Impressive.
So, it's you versus the world. There are a lot of nice tricks you can do on Campgrounds just like this. Listen for the rocket jump, then fire a rocket at the top wall, which removes the opponent's air control. This then makes them a much easier target to rail.
Impressive.
Thank you for all your support. I'll stop the video here so it doesn't go on for too long. If you have any more requests, please leave a comment. And as always, like and subscribe. See you later.